Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassandra, and this is the Average Life of Cassandra. So, I want to talk about my debt, and where I'm at with my debt. So, I have some notes here, so I'll be looking down a little bit. I believe the last time I left off was of September of 2019. If I'm not mistaken. So it's been quite some time, and I don't even have that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get it. Okay, so I went to go get my old budget book. Here it is for those of you who remember it. So last year when I finished the year, I think one of my last videos was September. I don't remember. I have to go back and look, but I just want to let everybody know, I think it was June or September, that I did end up doing, I did August. I didn't do September, so I had them in September. I did October. I did November. I even did December. Now, I don't know. I think, look, I even started some in January. Well, I mean, I did do some in January. Well, anyways, okay. So the whole point of this is because my debt snowball for 2019 was so small. Not small, but my bills were so small. And I'll flip you guys over so you can get a better look of it. But I had my Frontier. Let me get my other book, because this was my 2020 budget book, and I just went over my budget, let me find it, my debt. Okay, so this year compared to last year, I'll flip you guys over. Okay, so here we are. It's kind of bad in my opinion. So Frontier, we did pay Frontier off last year. And what I did I think it was last year, or maybe it was earlier this year. What I did is I transferred my Amazon account to Frontier once it was paid off. I think Priceline is what we owed. I don't remember. But I transferred it to Frontier because it would have been interest free and whatnot. But of course I ran up my Amazon bill. Like, of course. So Frontier, this is a trip that we're taking actually in a couple of weeks. We're going to Florida, and we're flying because, girl, I am not going to drive to Florida, not West Palm Beach, Florida. We're flying, and we're going to spend time with my husband's family down there. Should we have taken this trip? Absolutely not. But this plays into my video from the other day on how I contracted COVID, and I was like, you know what, bump that, I'm living life. And I was still in the mentality of that when we booked this back in August. So Frontier has a balance. Capital One, I actually do have 3 Capital One cards now. It's 2, because my car is paid for now, and that was financed through Capital One. My Walmart credit card is Capital One, so there's that one, and I use that one a lot for groceries, because I do the what do you call it, like where you buy it and they come to your car and drop it off and stuff. Online shopping, basically, for groceries. And I have a Quicksilver account, but that doesn't have anything on it. Access One was a doctor's bill, and I did pay that off a few months ago, finally. Belk was paid for. We did end up paying that off late last year, I want to say. But, of course, like I said, I went all out. So now we're at $86.54 for our Belk account. Okay. Target has been paid for. We paid that off. I don't have that marked here, so I guess we can mark some of this stuff. This is paid for, and it's been paid for since like mid last year, I want to say. We paid it off, and we haven't looked back. Amazon, like I said last year, I transferred it to Frontier, and it gave me like a year to pay it off. I don't remember exactly when I transferred it, like maybe this time last year, but we did end up paying that off. I want to say I had a 0 balance back in like June. I paid it off, June or July, because our Frontier was at a zero balance, and then in August I booked our trip to Florida that we'll be going to on the 23rd for 5 days, 3 tickets. So we got a good deal. This includes hotel, rental, and the airplane for 3 people. Let's see, what else do we have? So we talked about that. Okay, we've talked about our Wells Fargo credit card. I don't even have that up here, Lord Jesus. My Wells Fargo card is at, I can look that up right now. Okay, so I'm gonna put here Wells Fargo credit card. We did have that paid off. I think I even posted that back then, that it was paid for, when I was still doing videos, but it's ridiculous that it's not anymore. So our card right now is sitting at $119.95. So this number is clearly going to change. Okay. So Wells Fargo is not paid for. Priceline. Okay, this is what we owed. We owed a Priceline here for a trip that we took to Guatemala, I think back in 2018. Mind you, this is 2019 debt. And we paid this off. So right now, Priceline is sitting at nothing. And Frontier, I had moved my Amazon, this Amazon number. I don't want to say this one in particular, but it was probably higher. This number to Frontier, paid Frontier off, paid Priceline off. And then, like crazy people, I'll show you my Priceline. Zero balance. And my Frontier is now at 2. Yeah, it is. It is now at 2,071.14. Okay, so yeah, that sucks. I mean, it doesn't, because we're gonna enjoy it, but it does also suck. They were both paid for, zero balances on these bad boys, and you know, this is what we did. Okay, so after that we have American Express. American Express was paid for, like I said. I think I might have even put that in a video, but of course we ran it back up, and that's where we're at now. K's was paid for. We paid this $28,930.38. We paid for that. It was paid for when the pandemic hit. We didn't eat out. I went, I don't know how many months without going out to eat. We stocked up on food. I bought a deep freezer. That's where the lowest account comes in, and we'll talk about that in a minute. We saved so much money not eating out. It's so ridiculous how much we saved, that we were able to pay off a majority of these credit cards. Besides us stacking it back on living life. And so Amex is back up high again. It's not as high, is it? Let's find out. Yes, so it's way lower than what it was. But it still has an account on it. My car, we did pay most of it off. Okay, I should say, we have the money to finish paying off the car. It's less than, it's like maybe not even $4,000. So I don't have it in my budget because the money is in an account that we've saved, thanks to Trump. We got that Trump check, and that's what we did with most of it. And our taxes, we saved it as well. And so that money is in a separate account. I'm one of those people that's scared to pay off something that much of amount. But in my mind, it's paid for. It's not in my budget. That money is sitting in the account. It's paying the car off. So if that makes sense, I want the money there. So if something happens, we'll have it. But it's there to pay off the car. And that's just me. And I know that, of course, people who live in Dave Ramsey, if you got the money, pay it off. But Dave Ramsey doesn't control my money. I do. And this is what me and my family have decided to do, especially with the pandemic. So our mortgage, I don't have that included in the debt because this is more of our debt and not like our cars and our mortgage, because like I said, we did get my husband a truck. We purchased a brand new 2020 GMC Sierra. Those of you who are looking into buying a car, we purchased this back in like May. We had been saving, like I said, and we got it, and I was stuck with it. But that's something else. So our debt here. So after everything, so let's talk about this. So PayPal, I guess I didn't have PayPal because it's not on my 2019 debt snowball. And this was like in the beginning of the year of 2019. So I don't know when I got PayPal. I mean, I could go look, but I'm not going to. But that's sitting at $1307.98. That's pretty high. A Frontier, like I said, we have a trip coming up in December. Actually in December, in a few weeks away, a couple of weeks from now, the 23rd of December. We're spending Christmas in Florida with my husband. Our lawnmower is still the same. It's gone down. I don't know if I have a big. Our lawnmower was over $6,000 when we purchased it. I don't know if I have the actual, like, someone else the actual number for my lawnmower, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I do somewhere, but I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know where, to be honest. But I know I have it somewhere, but it was over $6,000 if I'm not mistaken. Oh, let's look at this here. So this is a debt update in May. Okay, so our lawnmower was $6,100. So between a little over a year to a little over a year from that year, we've paid down quite a bit because it's interest free for 5 years, so everything is going towards it. Okay, so next, oh look here, it shows the Frontier's paid for. And Priceline was it? That sucks. All right, so next we're going to Amex. Amex just has miscellaneous items on it. It's just miscellaneous things, unnecessary things, to be honest. Discovery. I did not have Discovery last year. I think I got this earlier this year, and we've put a lot of stuff on it. I know I put the down payment to the truck on it. I put I don't know, all kinds of stuff on it, clearly, because it's at $2,650.47. Belk is a continuous, look, you can see here in May of last year, Belk was paid for. Okay, so Firestone, we didn't have that last year. So what Firestone was is, I used to get my car, this is before my husband's car, my car serviced at Walmart for the tires and for alignments. I don't know if they do alignments. I think they do. Maybe they don't. No, rotation, just for the rotation. And for my oil change, you know, no more things. And one time back in 2019, I think middle or end of 2019, I think the end of 2019, I was having a really funky smell come from my car. It smelled like oil, basically, like gas or oil was burning off the engine. And I was like, what the heck is that, right? So, you know, it went like that a couple of days, only when the heat was on. Yeah, it was the heat, so it had to be around the winter time, this time last year. And I was like, hey, you know, I was like, hey, hubby, go and, you know, see what's going on underneath the hood, like what's going on. So I'm thinking he checked it, right? No, girl, no, he did not. One day I was picking him up from work last year. It was on a Sunday, Monday morning, I think. I was picking him up from work, and I had the heat on. I was like, oh my God, what is that smell? So I popped the trunk, and I'll try to find the video, and I'll insert a little bit over here. You would not believe, when I got my oil change, it had been going at least a week. It had been like a week.
My car's a bit dirty.
The top was not even on the oil motor part.
Wait for him to
like I said, if I can find the video, I'll insert
being
it.
the good wife
And so I was so livid with it,
and
right?
I come to open the hood to see what the fuck is wrong with it, and there is no gas or no oil cap on here at all. The people at Walmart never put my oil cap back on. Look, mind you, this is a fairly clean motor. Like I said, the car is pretty new. They didn't fill that thing up like they're supposed to. But that's neither here nor there. But look at the oil splatter all over my car. Which goes to show it hasn't been up there for quite some fucking time. And it's been about 3 weeks since I got my oil changed. And there is no cap. No cap. I am so livid right now. I can't wait till my husband gets off work.
So that's where the Firestone came in. Lowe's. When I tell you guys, I've been going through it in 2020 like everybody else, because we've been going through it. So last year, end of last year, and I might have this in some of my old videos, I don't know. Last year, my stove, not this, my oven went out. It's not that the oven went out, the button, because it's electric, the button to turn on or to start the oven stopped working. Like, it wasn't pressable, it didn't click or none of that stuff. And we were fine. We went like that, and I love to bake, but we were fine. I was like, it's okay, it's an expense, we're okay. When the pandemic started coming around, and I was getting cautious, I ended up buying a deep freezer so we can store meat. And I told my husband, you know what, I'm gonna apply for a loans card, and if I get approved, I'm gonna get the stove. So this is the stove and the deep freezer we purchased probably like March, March-ish, mid-March, April-ish. And this is on a promo of no interest until March. Here it is, March 19th is when we got it, till March 19th of 2021. So that's how Lowe's came into play. Amazon, girl, I've just been shopping. When I was sick and felt like I was on my deathbed because of bronchitis, not because of COVID, but because of bronchitis, we've racked this up. And my Apple Card. The Apple Card, I don't remember exactly how it got this high, but obviously it did, and I'm pretty sure it's from shopping. I know it's from shopping. So that is our debt. Let's talk about K's. I'm going to calculate this plus that. Okay, K's was paid for, okay? It was paid off. We got it paid, I think earlier this year. We paid it off. We were enjoying paying it off, right? There's no payment. So what did I do? Girl, let me tell you. I was living life. And at K's, let's see, hold on one second. Let's see, let's put this. At K's, what they do is, if you get something from them and you want to upgrade, then you can. They only do it with diamonds. It has to have diamonds in it. So I had the brochure from Black Friday for K's. And I saw this ring and I said, oh my Jesus, this is the ring that I want on my finger for the rest of my life. It was a 4-carat ring for white gold for $2,999. So we ended up getting the ring I wanted, and now we're in $4,000 worth of debt. And if you haven't seen it, I'll show it to you guys. And I have to do it justice and shine some light on it, girl, because there's really no light right now. The sun's out playing games with us, right? So here it is. Now, the ring is gorgeous. Do I regret it now? Absolutely. But it is what it is. And now we got this debt. So this is last year-ish compared to this year-ish, and we're in debt. we're in a lot of debt. This doesn't include my house, and this doesn't include my husband's truck. Yeah, that sucks. So either way, we live and we learn, and girl, we was living. And this is my debt journey. So what I plan on doing is one step at a time. I want to pay all my bills, get all my cash envelopes in order, and whatever's left at the end of the month, whether it's $200, $300, $400, $50, pay it towards my debt. And I'm going to do what I did last year and go from the smallest debt to the largest debt. And right now, girl, K's is winning it. Oh my God, I can't believe it. So that's the goal for this debt payoff plan, is pay off the smallest to largest, and whatever's left at the end of the month in the account is going all towards our debt snowball. So if you are like me and are in serious debt, sound off below and let me know if you can relate to any of this. And, you know, I hope you continue with me on this journey. All right, guys. Thank you so much for spending a moment of your life with me. Until next time. Bye.